I'm gonna make a swag, butterfly swag. I have a stein and I have some little butterflies I'm gonna put on it, and I already started putting my mesh on. What I did is I just took stuff that I had left over of the 10" and cut it up because this has a multitude of colors in it. And I'm gonna finish it up there, and then I have ribbons over here, and we have fairies and flowers and things like that to put in it. I do have a little bee to go in it, but my bee got his eyeball plucked off, and I've got to somehow get that back on. It wasn't sticking with the glue that I was using. So let's get started. This swag is I think it's 26" Well, it's probably gonna be about 28" when I'm through with it. And I did get that from the Bayou Boys. They had them there, the white ones. I like I don't know why, I just kind of prefer the white. And all of this at 25 inches. I was originally going to put this on a wreath, and then I changed it to put it on a swag, and I cut it at 25, which probably you could get away with it at 20. But and I just take it both hands and I just scrunch it down the middle because it's like a messy ruffle. I guess they call it a cruffle or something like that. Put it in. We're going to tie it off, and I'm just going to go around the edges to make sure that the edges are all full. I'm not going to take off any of my ties until after I get everything on, and then I'll go through it and get whatever ones that I need to get out of the way. So how is everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm from Michigan, and today I think it's going to get up to 60, which is like a miracle. I think this weekend we're supposed to have some warm weather, which will be wonderful too, but I don't think it's going to stay. It's been kind of cold and rainy and not very good. Let's see if we can go around this and see where we need some on the side. One down there. I just lay it out, roll it, and this is just kind of already flops into a roll. And most of this mesh that I'm using is a jute, which I really like. Then I just walk my fingers up it, scrunch it together. Like this, the most important thing for me is that the ends are even. And then we're just gonna stick it in here. Here. Find the tie, put it in. And I think with the jute, it makes it really firm for your base. I like a firm base. I like this mesh too. I think it's really pretty. The green I got at Joann's, and then this I got at the orange. I got that from Craft Outlet, and I really like it because it doesn't unravel as much as some of it does. Because the unraveling, it drives me crazy. And I mean, it's gonna come undone. There's nothing you're gonna do about it, but it kind of makes me crazy. Stick one here. Just tying it off. I think that's pretty good. And I did more or less, it's like a woodland ruffle, but it's not as, long. It's a shorter version. Just gonna tie this one up a little bit tighter. It's the end one. There. And we should be done with that. It's kind of a dreary day here today. I thought it was going to be sunny, but I think we're going to get rain. I think tomorrow we're supposed to have a pretty day. Hopefully. One more at the top, always one more. See how it just rolls right up? I mean, you could actually, it's just however you prefer to do your rolls. You could go this way with it. That's the way you like them. I don't know why, I just always have them up. Then I just walk it up. But they could go in like that. I guess I prefer them in like this. I think it gives it more of a ruffly look. And that's what I must like, because that's the way I usually do them. Okay, and my tie is it's up here, so this will be our top. I think I'm going to put my ribbon, my bow in at the top, because I think I'm going to end up putting the sign like over to the side, and I'm going to kind of bring up the butterflies that I have, and I'll leave a spot for my little bee if I can get his eyeball fixed, because I have another one, but it's just it's too big. So I'm going to use polka dot one. I'll use this one because it has the butterflies in it. And I need a blue. I was thinking maybe I might use this in there. No. I'm going to make a hand bow. See if my hands will allow me to do that today. This is a Ferris silk. I think I got these two from Ribbons to Bows off of Facebook. And the other two, I'm not really sure. Might have got this from Hardworking Mom, the other two. Because I'm in her groups too, and I'm in Candy Cruz groups. And we are having a marathon tomorrow on Facebook. I'm not going to make this bow really gigantic because of the size. It's about a 6-inch loop. The most important thing with me is always making sure the sides are out. Trying to get it crunched in really good at the base. I think it just stands up better. Just folding it right in. Flipping it over, and with this material on this, it's just so much easier. This ribbon is so luscious. And we're going to crunch it in there. Measure them out to see if they're the same size. It seems like using bow makers, it always seems like one side's bigger than the other. Drives me crazy. I'm gonna leave a small loop on this down here because I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And then we're gonna take this. Now this is a canvas. Turn this around. I'll get up my stuff backwards. It's not as stiff as the Ferris silk. So you're going to have to really make sure you get those edges creeped up in there. So I'm going to come in with this loop a little shorter than the one before it. Twist it. Crunch it in there. Here. And it doesn't make any difference because I don't have to worry about a pattern with this. Then I think we'll take this. I think this is really pretty ribbon. I thought I had more, but evidently I don't, of different colors. I must have used it because I thought I got like a box of them. The shorter. And then I'm going to take this. Now this is canvas. This one is, I think it's a little bit stiffer than the other one. Maybe not. Coming in just a little bit shorter than the last loop, crunching it in there. I'm going to turn it, I'm going to put a little button bow in the middle of it. I just kind of wrap it around my finger and then scrunch it in down here, and we're going to twist it out. And I'm going to, I use the ties. Think that it holds it in more secure. I'm going to try not to scrunch this. I have a habit of really just scrunching my loops together, and it seems like it just flattens everything all out. And then I use these. I buy them from Craft Outlet. They come in a bag. I think they're like $2.25, and you get 25 in a pack. And I just, when I'm securing things to my wreaths, they just, I think they work really good. So that's why I use them. It's just like having a tie on it. Yeah, I haven't done a live since last year, I think. I was trying to think when the last time that I was on. I had knee replacement surgery, and last July. So I was starting to really start doing lives on Facebook or on YouTube. And then I had my replacement. I've just been thinking, okay, now you've got to get back to where you were at. Got to get busy. So, got a few projects that I want to get done. And I'll be on doing them. I didn't crunch that up. And then I take the back end of it, and I twist around the bottom to tighten it. And then we'll fluff it out, and we'll get this in. I'm thinking I'm going to put one at the top, and then maybe on the side I'll put one, and over We'll put some pieces off and put it around the edges of it. And I usually leave these longer because I never know how long I want them until after you get it in your project and you can see, because it's easier to cut it off than it is to put it back in. Okay. I think I'm going to put it over here because I want to put my sign in on the one side. I'm going to take this in behind, go behind here, and with the swag, there's quite a few of where I can just tie it in. I'm just tying it into the back, securing it around one of the ties where there's mesh in there. I'm dovetailing the ends of this. I really want this one down here. Doing all the ends of it. This, I don't know. I think I'm going to bring it in. One thing about swags, you can kind of like mold it wherever you want it to go. I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to put my sign in. So I'm thinking I would put that in over here, bring this over that way, up, maybe down here. See how this is cut. Well done. Just going to tie it in right there. Yeah. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in right on the side. Right here. And I put some holes in this, and I use the 22 gauge. This is 22 gauge because it's a thinner and you won't even see it going through. 26 gauge. It's a softer wire, and it you can take it in and put it right to the base of this. I'm going to take my little knitting hook, stick it through here, and you can actually put it right through the mesh when you're doing it. I can see to get it through the holes because I'm half blind, I think, anymore. It's my next thing, getting my eyeballs done. It just kind of sticks through. You can pull it right through and then attach it to one of your ties at the back. Then we'll take the top one and do the same thing. Goodness gracious, I am really blind. Okay, I want this on the edge there, so then I'm gonna direct this, like run it through where I'm going towards the base of the swag. See if I can anchor it in pretty good there. And here we go. Now to get it out. I think my fingers are bending very well today. Having a little bit of a nasty time getting them to go around and stuff. Okay, where are you? I can feel you, but I can't see you. Aren't the signs like a pain? They're the biggest pains to do. I don't know why. There we go. I'm just going to wrap it right around the tie and bring it up here. It's tied off there. There we go. Pull this over here, bring it around. The one thing I will say about this jute mesh, it makes it just, telling you, the base of this is like I could bounce balls off of it. Let's see. Yes, okay. Got that in there. I don't think I need to put anything else to secure it. But we are going to add some ribbon to the sides. I'm going to put something over on this side with the yellow. The Lilo is how my grandmother used to always say it. It's Lilo, Grandma. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in, scrunch it together, twist it up. We're just going to make a small loop-de-doop right there, you know. Like over here. Yeah. There, bring it down there like that. So we'll cut it off here. And then we'll put a little bit of yellow, some more yellow. What am I doing? Oh, I twisted twice. That's not very good. Here's our cramping. What happens to us as we get old? Our hands just don't want to cooperate. They must be tired. I know mine probably are. I was a hairdresser for quite a few years. And I've always crafted, but I was a hairdresser. I worked for probably about 30-some years. Worked 17 years, and then I came back and worked 15 after my husband passed away. And I think that last 10 or 15 that I was working, I think that's when I destroyed my body parts. I was pretty good up until then. But I've always done some type of crafting throughout. So we're just making a little bow like this that we're going to stick in over on the side. I love this yellow and black polka dot ribbon. It's so wonderful. The ribbon is so marvelous. It's such a joy to work with. We're going to dovetail these ends here. And then I'm going to take it in, twist a little bit. I'm going to stick it in right here. I think I want this one to go this way. Get it over there. And if you've got it in really secure, you can tug it and put it just about anywhere you want. So I'm going to go in on the side here and attach it. And I think I'll put one up at the top. Let me get my fingers in there. I'm just twisting it to one of the ties at the bottom. Twist it up. And then I'm going to attach this tail over down here after I bring the sides in together. I'll find an empty tail and put it right in there. And then pull it away round the way that you want it to lay. I think I might have to put a little bit. I'm going to put something right there at the top. Just like these two together. Just make a loop-de-doop. I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah. So this is probably going to be, let's measure it out so I know. Maybe I'll cut it straight this time. All right, measuring this out, this is like around 27 inches. Probably could have been smaller, but let's get it in there first before I start whacking on it. And I'm scrunching these together in my hands, but I'm going to make sure my edges are good because otherwise it won't roll up. Then we're going to just fold it over. Try to measure it out the same size as the other side. Then I'm going to put it in right here on the side. I'm taking some of the loops that are in here over here, and that's where I'm going to stick it in. I'm just wrapping everything. And that is how I'm anchoring it in there. I'm not going to bother putting it in there because this could There's a lot of extra ties in here. I'm separating it. And I'm going to pull these out too. And I'll dovetail these ends. So does anybody have anything fun and exciting happening this weekend? I wish the weather would get nice so I can go and work in my yards. Get them cleaned up. It's still so yucky out there. So let's see, we've got it going this way, that way, and maybe we'll put something over here to tie it all in. Should have left that one a little longer, but what I'll do is I'll put something there to camouflage it. All right, we're gonna do one more over on this side. What did I say? I did that other one at 27 inches. So I think what I'm going to do, measure it out. Then I should definitely have enough ribbon to make a loop with some tails. Then we'll put in our butterflies. I'm hoping those will attach the way I got them in there, because they came off when I got those at Hobby Lobby, you know, the outside stakes, and I took them and just cut them off the stake, and they had like a little bar on them, and I used my hole puncher to punch a hole into the thing that was sticking out of it. So I'm hoping it will make it secure and they're not wobbly. Okay. That's how we're going to do it. It's a little bit long. Turn this, flip it over, and just feed it in together and make sure they're even. And then we're going to stick it in over on the side. Let's see if I can, there's one. Up. Twist it around. You know what, I think I'm going to put it on a tie. I think it sits up nicer on a tie than it does just putting it in there like that. Let's change this. Change it up a little bit. I think it needs it. So it will lay right. pull and tug all I want. So now I'm just going to take this and put it through here and then tie it, secure it down at the bottom. And I'm just twisting it around the frame. Yeah, it lays a lot better on it. Yes, I like that a lot. Okay, let's see. What do I got all? Am I going to drop them all? Okay, I got a pink one here. How do I bring? I think these are the biggest ones. How do I bring the biggest ones down and then bring them going up? So we got this blue, orange, blue. So let's see. See how I have it in the back? This is the part that was on the stake. And I just like cut it off and I put one of them with a hole punch. And you can bend it. So I'm going to lay it right on the mesh. And then I'll bring it into the frame. I'm glad that I did use this type of mesh because it's nice and stiff, so it will hold it and it won't flop, I don't think. Maybe I should put the pink one in there. Yeah. Alright, we're changing that. I think the pink one's the largest one. I think I'm going to put that in the middle so you can see it better. See if we can get it out of here. Yeah. We're going to put that one there. We will put this one here. And bring it down in here. And I'm just taking the metal part of it and wrapping it all around the one of the ties that's close to the frame. Now I don't think it will move. I think it'll be good just the way it is. Get it in there. And I will tie this around another one. It's one good thing about using these because you got all these permanent ties in there. You don't have to worry about it. This one I might have been too tight, but we shall see. Let's take this pink one, and I'm going to take, I've dropped almost everything I have on the floor. Let's get this straight. Stick it in through here, and we're going to use our little our weaving tool. Let's go right through that. I like a metal one of these. I think someone had one. I seen it, and I had looked everywhere for that size with the big eyelet and the metal. Like it would be great for when you're doing a grapevine wreath, because then you can just cut right through it. This, I've bent these so much trying to get things through. It's I don't know, I guess if I went maybe a knitting store, go online to a knitting place. Because I got these from probably Amazon, or I know that Dawn, Wreaths by Dawn, I know she sells them, and she sells a 6-inch because that's, I think, what those are. And then I think they have a 3-inch. And I'm going to take this one, see if I can't anchor this in here somehow so it doesn't go flat. Let's see how it goes. I'm loving these butterflies. Okay. Oh, I think I got that on the door hanger. Don't want there. That would not be wise. Pulling this through. No, come on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, I do have some berries that I was going to put in it. I won't glue them in. These also have butterflies in them. They're like blue. So let's see how we can split this up. Without ripping all these out of there. These, I think, came from Regency. Yeah, by the time I'm done with it, there won't be any berries left. I'm not thinking. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, Isn't that cute? Okay, so that is going to have to be really put up in there tightly. But I'm thinking I'm going to, I don't think I want to put that there. So we'll put this over here. I really like this, but it does get caught up in everything. You have to cut this down a little bit, but I'll just show you how I'm going to put them in, and then I'll put them in after. This really turned out pretty, pretty, pretty. We won't have all the berries pulled off everything. This one has another butterfly on it, and I think that one will go up there. And then we have this one. But just to give you an idea of how it is going to look when it's finished. I have one more of these I can put in. Probably put that at the top, and I'll put the little butterfly on there. And then I have some flowers too, and I think I'm going to use smaller daisies for it. I really like them. I think I'm going to use some of these in there. I'm going to stick some in with it. But I've been an hour, so I'm going to say thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this. The picture will be, after I get it finished, I'll put the picture on there and you can see how it ended up. I think it turned out really pretty. I think it's going to look really nice once everything is put in it. If you enjoyed this, would you please subscribe, hit the bell, so then you'll get any notifications when I go live again. And I plan on going live probably on Sunday, and tomorrow I will be on Facebook at 2 o'clock in the spring Candy Cruise marathon. Thank you so much, and if you can just be kind, that's all it takes.